Shalom, and welcome once again to Elders of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Today's topic is entitled Esau's Secrets Exposed. All right? And the reason why I entitled it that is because the Most High opened our eyes to the secrets of this man. That this man in his society that he set up, or that the Most High allowed him to set up, that he set it up in secrecy. That's why not too many people, average people, know about the Illuminati and so forth. But, you know, through the years, the Most High have given us this knowledge through books, through the Spirit, through, you know, a lot of people are waking up to this right now. So like I said, that's why I entitled it what I entitled it. And we're going to bring you, you know, a lot of documentation, and we're going to, you know, bring everything together. But basically, we're just dealing with one aspect, because we can do an ongoing series for pretty much the next year on this topic. So we're just going to go pretty much into like one or two aspects of their hidden society, their secret society, the Illuminati, the New World Order, whatever you want to call it, all right? Or whatever they choose to call it right now. But I just want to go into the scriptures dealing with secrets, parables being given to us, dark sentences being given to us. When Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he spoke in dark sentences, right? So the dark sentences are still in the scriptures. It's still out there among the Illuminati crew. So we have to decipher these things. Now the first scripture I want to go to is 2 Corinthians, the second chapter and the 11th verse.
2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. And it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
Right. We are not ignorant of his devices. Do me a favor, Ak. Go to the blue letter and look up that word devices. First look up Satan, then look up devices. Read it again.
2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices."
Clear that too, brother.
All right. Then I got another one here real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 6 verse 11. "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Yep. All right, so when we read here, it says, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Basically, what they're saying is that, you know, in order for you to be able, you know, first and foremost, you got to learn the scriptures, you know, and then when you know about these, you know, the things of the secret societies and things that they have set up, you're able, through the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of the scriptures, be able to avoid them things, you know, not get caught up into their traps. Because they have traps out there. You know, they got these different speakers out there that seem to be eloquent, that can break certain things down. But if you don't have any understanding of the scriptures, you're going to get caught up in there. And if the Lord ain't with you, then you're going to get caught up into their madness. You know, so we're not ignorant of his devices, you know. And part of his Satan's devices is the Illuminati. You know, these secret societies. You know, you have to know, you have to have some type of a working knowledge of what the enemy has, or the traps that the enemy has laid down, in order for you to get around them.
Yeah, so you got that, brother?
Yeah, we're in the Blue Letter Bible, 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. There's the Greek word for Satan.
Strong's G 5259. Hupa.
Which means by, under. It says down here, it says, but in the New Testament with Genesis and Genesis on ACC account, I guess that would mean only. The next word is devices.
Strong's G 3540, Naima. Naima.
Which means a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose, that which thinks, the mind, thoughts, or purposes. Down here, pretty much the same thing, purpose. To cause whoever is devising evil against Christ to decease from his purpose and submit himself to Christ. That's Oh, right. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. You heard the Greek word. It means a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose, that which thinks, the mind, thoughts, or purposes.
Give me Romans 12. That's why you got a lot of these guys going around setting up camps on their own, not set up by the Most High, Yahweh, the Spirit of Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, and their minds are not renewed. All right, they haven't transformed. They just saw another guy. They might have saw Ariel or Shia teach, and they wrote notes, and they were good. They have good memories, and basically they're basically mocking or mimicking what they learned back in 1992. That's why you got guys out there that haven't figured out that Cornelius is an Israelite. And then we're the top school on the planet Earth. GMS is the top of the planet Earth. But the reason why they don't go to us and listen to us, because they're full of pride. Because they're not right in the first place. Go ahead.
Romans chapter 12, verse...
So what is Satan's the main device? To get into your head. All right? To make you think that Cornelius is an Edomite. Now, if you think that, if he can get you to think that Cornelius is an Edomite, didn't it say that Cornelius, that the angel came down to Cornelius? Didn't the angel say he was going to bring him salvation and so forth? So if one Edomite could be saved, that's an open door for all Edomites that can be that's why you got clowns out there teaching nonsense that Esau could be saved, because Satan's devices messed up their mind. Go ahead.
It says, Romans 12:1, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this.
Which is your reasonable service, because this is your first priority. You got guys that are half-assed straddling the fence. If you go to the book of Revelation, the third chapter, was at around about the 14th verse, and you read down, it tells you about a lukewarm brother. What did the Lord say he's going to do to him? He's going to spew him out of his mouth. Go ahead.
It says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High.
Read that part again.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the...
Transform means to change. Go ahead.
And be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
So you have to renew, you have to get rid of that old mind, and you have to get a new mind. Go ahead.
That you may prove what is that good and acceptable.
Because some guys don't know how to prove what is good and acceptable. That's why they're teaching that madness about Cornelius as an Edomite. And Edomites could be saved. Go ahead.
And perfect will of the Most High.
Them guys are not perfect. Go ahead.
It says, for I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according as the Most High hath dealt to every man the measure of faith.
Yeah, you got guys out there that are on this level, that look at guys that are on that level, and they try to be on that level. But you ain't set up to be on that level. You don't know what a guy knows that been in this thing for 20 years, but then you got guys that been in here for 10, 15, 16, 17 years, and they memorize a lot of scriptures, but they're off. Like I said, a key breakdown is Cornelius. If you can't get over the hurdle that Cornelius